everybody this crazy. And on Friday, I usually come to this place because Adam likes fish on Fridays. And this woman that just left, she was acting so bizarre, and I was kind of trapped into this drive-through here because of her, and people were piling up behind me. And right now I think they've got 2 more cars, and there were 4 behind me. And anyway, it's one of those things when the people, they believe they own everything, and it was obvious. Plus, the cashier told me. Let me sit here for a minute and give you this story. And this is so. I've mentioned that I live in Narcissism-Ville, and this is definitely an example, an everyday kind of example. Now, this place, this area, it's actually the whole suburb, has a reputation in Texas. It's not something I made up, but it's that people have this high sense of entitlement, like they own everything, and they own. People say this. I've said this pretty much a good part of my life, that people think that they own the road. We all have probably said that, but here it's amplified. Like I said, in all of Texas, it has this reputation. But like I said, this is just an everyday kind of example. I go to this place, I'm in the drive-thru, the woman's in front of me, and I'm ordering my stuff made fresh, okay? The fish, the catfish, and all. I want it fresh, so I know I usually come sit right here and wait for them to cook it, fresh. Anyway, but to get through the drive-thru, I have to go and pay at the drive-thru, the window. Well, this woman that you saw her leaving, she apparently had something happen, and she had to wait for her order, or she reordered something, and she was told to pull up. Well, she pulled up to where nobody could actually get to the window when they pull around. The person behind her, which was me, could not get up to the window because she's going to just park a little bit up. Now, this is a busy place on Friday evening, and I was even putting my hand out, waving her to move up. She wasn't going to. And the cashier heard me actually say some choice words when the second person that was behind me had to back up to get around me too. I couldn't get out because they were too close, for me to go park over here. But anyway, the second car that had to do that, the woman, it was a woman a little older than me, I guess. I'd say about 10 years older. She and her friend drove by me and looked at me like I was the one that was doing wrong. And boy, I had some choice words. Well, I didn't know that the cashier, she had walked out to get people's money. She was standing right there and she heard me. It was pretty funny, really. So anyway, when the cashier came out to give that woman in front of me, because she wasn't at the window either, she wasn't going to let us. She went and went up there, and I saw her. She went to give the woman her order, and the woman had a problem with it, apparently, like it wasn't in a bag or something. And I saw her tell the woman, would she please move up? Apparently, the woman didn't want to, and she came back to, the cashier had to walk past me to go back in the door, and she said, I told her to move up, and she acted like she wasn't about to. She didn't want to. That's so much like this town, and I'm serious. It is so much like this town, like I just said, that I even feel like I've told this story before, but it just happened. But it's so much like that happens here. And it's like going out anywhere, you're going to face some kind of a situation like that where it's going to be obvious. I've had on my channel that I no longer use, and I put them all on private, my videos all on private. I had so many of them that I was actually driving down the road, and you could see somebody cut in front of me from like 2 lanes over. Just, they wanted to turn right there, so they cut in front of me. Things like that, because that's how it is here. Now, me, and I'm not the only person noticed, it has a reputation in Texas. I didn't make it, but there are actually like 2 or 3, well, I'd say 4 roads that run east-west, and then there's the ones that run parallel and perpendicular to them. That just a section where people, like I said, amplified in that section, because people really do think that they deserve the best, and everybody else shouldn't know that. The whole get off my road, get out of my way kind of mentality. So yeah. Okay, and I've lived here long enough to know it, enough years to see it. And I'm pretty much sick of it. I like going to small towns because people act kind of normal, you know. They don't act like they own everything. Okay, and there are also too many people here. No, I'm making a generalization. It's not everybody. So it's not everybody. But it's easy. It's too often people I run across in this suburb where I live, they are not friendly. They do not, like if you just try to, you know, say hi, you know, or say nice weather we're having, something like, you know, talk about the weather. You're in a store, somewhere, wherever. No, they won't even look at you. You know, their nose is too much in the air for them to look at you. And I'm used to it after all these years. How many is it? 17 or 18 years, somewhere around there. And I did move away a few times, but that's a different story. It was temporary. But anyway, I went to this place the other day, and I was waiting in line, and there was a woman. There were two lines, and they weren't separated right, the lines for where we had to go. And she was in front of me, and I knew that I had to get into the other lane to do line to do what I needed to do. And I asked her, I said, have you done this yet? And she said, no. I said, well, go ahead, you know, get in front of me. And she said, no, you go. She was real nice. She was probably young enough to be my daughter. Okay, and after that, when we got back into the other line, you know, she tried to talk to me, but I'm so used to people not, that I didn't. I just, you know, gave a brief answer to her questions, you know, a couple of questions. And then I didn't, and I felt really bad after that. I really did. It was like she seemed like she wanted to have a nice little conversation, you know, talk about the weather, but it wasn't about the weather. Yeah, so, you know, you can get used to the wrong thing, right? Okay, I turned my camera off just a little bit too early. That thing in front of me, causing all kinds of problems, but not just me, but the other car. Weaving in and out, driving too fast, that kind of thing. Anyway, I think I'm just kind of rambling, and I'm going to continue to probably ramble like I always have. But today's is because I didn't have much to eat, and I just got my food. I think today I had those, you know, what do they call those, little Totinos? Little bitty pizza bites, I guess. And I made myself just a few. And that's all I ate today. So probably do need a Snickers bar. Yeah, after that experience. You know what I'm talking about. My attitude, choice words. Oh yeah. Okay, I think that's enough for this video. If you want to subscribe, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the circles. Like, subscribe, comment, share if you would. And I'll talk to y'all in another video. Bye.